Hello, and welcome to the show. I'm Michaela, your integrative wellness specialist, and this is our June series, Realign a Reflective Journey. Each week, we're exploring a different pathway back to center, and we begin by returning to the body. So today's mini episode is about realigning with the body. I'm joined by Dr. Michelle Greenwell, our resident Tai Chi and movement specialist. And today we'll explore how mindful movement can reconnect us with the wisdom of the body and offer a grounding path through times of change. Welcome, Michelle. I'm happy to have you here again.
Thank you. I'm so glad to be here.
Awesome. Before we get started on today's episode, I would like to start with, do you have a tea you would like to recommend for us today?
Yes, and thank you for asking that right at the top, because I think this is going to really set us up for today. I have Releasing the Warrior.
Oh, I love that one. That's one of my favorites.
And for those people that like this tea, it's just like, yeah, it just pulls you in. And
Yes.
the affirmation on it is linked to the wood element. This blend supports opening up to express what is most important, to nourish, rejuvenate, and reorganize for full potential. And I just thought that was just so fitting with the topic today of realigning.
Yes.
And I wanted to share 3 of the herbs in there that I want to bring to the viewers today to think
Okay.
about. So dandelion just finished. The season for dandelions has just passed, but dandelion is having clarity of purpose and focus for all circumstances, and it supports when you're emotionally distressed.
Oh,
So that's the first part, which is going to lead into our discussion. And then there's burdock. Burdock is in cooperation, great changes take place. And this has to do with anger and
oh,
emotion of anger coming up.
okay.
And the last one is juniper berry, which those are still coming around. They're not quite ready yet. That is having faith in the future, which is really
Mm,
important for realignment. And
yes.
the emotion is cynicism. And
Oh,
very often when you're not in
yeah.
alignment, that's what happens. You become quite cynical, or sometimes it's more judgmental, or um, the blame can be shifted to somebody else instead of reflecting on who you are and what you're doing. So I just wanted to bring them up because the whole thing just was like, this is so perfect for our conversation.
Yes.
So
Awesome. Well, thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Again, yes, that's one of my favorites. I love the Release the Warrior tea. So thank you for sharing that with me and the viewers today. So awesome. All right, so let's jump in then. Let's start talking about realignment with the body. So let's start with, how does mindful movement support realignment physically, emotionally, and energetically?
well, if people, as you're listening to this, if you look at your posture while you're listening, consider, how are the shoulders? Are they rounded over? Is your head slightly forward? Your back is curved? That's most people sitting in their easy chair.
Mhm.
Might be sitting in the car because you could be listening to the podcast there, but it's a very closed in space, and your view is very narrow because of the posture that you take. So now you're going to try to solve a problem, you're going to try to change an outcome, but you're doing it from this small vantage point. And it's when you move your body and open everything up, all of a sudden it's like you can look around and you see so
Mm,
many things you didn't see before. But now you have new possibilities of ways of thinking of things. And you don't really think so much about it's the body and the posture that you're holding, but it is determining what your emotions are going to be. It is determining how you're going to function. And then it determines what your outlook is going to be like. So it's so important, that position that lifts you up, opens you, expands you, and allows you to have a deep breath.
oh, thank you. Thank you for that. So, could you share a simple example or a movement where movement has helped you or even someone you've worked with shift back into realignment?
This one is very easy. So if
Okay.
you're driving your car and you're listening, you're going to have to find the view. um, But if you are able to watch and participate, it is taking the hands across. We call it parting the bamboo. So take
Okay.
the hands across, the hands are going to turn, Then you're going to take the hands till they line up with your elbows, so straight across. And then you're going to carry them out towards the front corners. And at the front corner, you're going to turn the hands down and you're going to take them behind you. And then you're going to turn them there to scoop them to bring them back up again. What I like about this particular exercise is that it provides for the lung and the heart to come in harmony with each other. So there's grief, guilt, and regret. That's on the lung side. And then you have the heart. The heart is love. It can be hate. And so this is an opportunity for you, and joy is in there as well. So this is an opportunity that if you have an opinion that is a little bit harsh and critical to the other people or those around you or situations, this is a chance where you can actually change that by moving those hands through those expansive movements. And the other piece that happens is your hands move from the back to the front. It crosses, realigns. So if you think about part of your past into your present, forward into your future, it moves you forward and back and starts to bring a harmony to what's happening in your life. Maybe stories that you carried with you that aren't important, but for some reason they're dictating your life at this time. And it could be an opinion that you've had. This is an opportunity for you to actually balance what you want in the future and then pull the skills from behind that allow you to transfer back and forth easily, but not by carrying the burdens.
Wow. So we get all of that from simple movement. I love that. I love that. So, what words of wisdom do you have for those who are watching or listening, either here now or later? What words of wisdom do you have for people if they're trying to realign themselves and they want to start with the body?
The piece is look at what is your posture, and
Mm,
is it a true posture? I'll say it that way because many people will think that, oh, it's okay, my head is forward, and not realize that that is creating all the problems that they're holding on to. The shoulder is sore because the neck muscles are exhausted from trying to
mm,
hold you up. And having that posture where the ears are over top of the shoulders are over top of the hips aren't pushed forward, because a lot of people who are having challenges, they actually stand and push their hip forward and then their shoulders are back. But in order to accomplish that, you end up with a head that has to counterbalance. And
right.
then that creates more problems. And if you start to look at the posture and realize it's telling you how stressed you are,
Mm,
and it's telling you which emotions are stuck
mm,
just by how you're carrying yourself, and then how much effort it is to walk with that kind of posture. It's a lot of effort, which means you get irritated,
yeah,
you
yeah,
know, and you get angry at things and you don't know why.
yeah,
Um, and it's all because the body is signaling, I'm not in the right place. I'm not functioning optimally. You need to help me. And so then when you recognize that those emotions are stuck in a physical body, start working with the body and you can change a lot.
yeah.
You can change the energy and vitality. You can change your emotions. You can change the way you think, and you can change the way new ideas can come to you for stuff you never thought you'd be doing or even thinking about. And that can be really exciting.
Yes, yes, I love that. I teach a lot about the connectivity between emotions and body and everything. So I love that we're bringing this conversation forward,
Mhm.
as a way that you could start working with the body to start changing some of those things. It's really easy to do, and it doesn't have to be complicated. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. So, thank you for Michelle. It's such a beautiful reminder that movement doesn't have to be intense or complicated to be meaningful. And when we tune into our body's rhythms, we often find the clarity and calm we're seeking outside of ourselves. Realignment starts with awareness, and the body is always speaking. We just need to learn to listen. So, this has been the beginning of our reflective journey this month. Join us next week as we explore creativity as a way to realign with your inner voice. Until then, remember, wellness isn't a destination, it's your daily journey. Bye.